We might be living in an episode of One Tree Hill because Arike Ogunbowale, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese got the most sweet revenge you could even possibly imagine last night as they defeated Team USA women's national team in really just a trouncing. We're going to break it all down in this video and so much more. Why on earth was Caitlin Clark left off this team? Was Angel Reese left off this team? And it just has all of us reeling here. If you're new to the channel, Nate, Aaron, and I keep you up to date about the biggest news in sports. We got a pop-in comment channel with a bunch of diehard sports fans, and it helps us out a ton if you would like and subscribe. I'm Ben, and we are going to dive in. So if this was an episode of One Tree Hill, you would turn it off and be like, that was a little too over the top for the writers. There's no way that would happen in real life. A player who gets everyone in the world to turn on women's college basketball, and then a player who gets everyone in the world to turn on women's basketball, the WNBA, for the first time, gets snubbed from the biggest games ever when she could have gold medals around her neck and just have the women's gold game be the biggest game of the entire Olympics. More people would watch that than are watching LeBron and the men's game, yet she was snubbed from this team. And I've just been wondering so long, why is she left off of this team? And I keep thinking like conspiratorially, and I think of this famous quote here that never attribute to malice what could be adequately described by stupidity. And sadly enough, like in America today, it seems like that stupidity thing is happening over and over, whether it's a sloped roof a couple days ago in Pennsylvania, whether it's just one line of code and half of our computers don't work for a whole day. There's just like a level of incompetence here that is really just puzzling and really, really infuriating. So watching last night, again, the WNBA All-Stars just destroyed and demolished Team USA. Truly, if they were hitting, at one point they were shooting 20% from open threes and still won by 10 plus points. And it was an absolute drubbing and a trouncing. We're going to take a look at some of the best plays from Caitlin Clark last night. If you're just looking at her box score, you could be like, well, she didn't play that great, right? She was only 2 of 9 from the field, 0 of 7 from 3. I'm just telling you, Caitlin Clark is exhausted. She talked about that in her post-game press conference, how tired she is, not in a way where she was like making excuses or complaining, but just saying like, hey, yeah, I'm really tired. I'm looking forward to this little break right now during the Olympics. When she has fresh legs, like she does not go 0 of 7 from 3, and you're going to take a look at how they defended her and what she ended up doing as a result of that. She ended up having 10 assists, and she had one of the highest plus minuses over. Like here, look at the plus minuses from all of the Team USA players, right? Like you got a bunch of plus minus players who are supposedly better than Caitlin Clark, who their team actually lost when they're on the field, on the court, whereas when she was on the court, WNBA outscored Team USA by 4 points. And because of how she was being guarded, she ended up just dishing dimes like insanely. She was 1 point off of the All-Star record, or 1 assist away from the All-Star record from assists, which was at 11. And truly, she only played 26 minutes, whereas Arike Ogunbowale played the full 31. And even her, she shot 50% from the line. So no one is shooting particularly well. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of this game, and then we'll get into our big takes about why she was left off. So I think one of the arguments that has been made that I've seen is like a lot of people are saying that Team USA was not playing as hard as they could, and that is a straight up falsity. We saw the breakdown after the game was up. Diana Taurasi got the whole team together in a huddle and was like, hey, I know, and I'm not playing it because there's a swear in it, but like you can see how intense she is. She was like, I know how bad this sucks. This shows that we got to play our hardest and we got to be together all the time. And so you see they were playing as hard as they could last night. That wasn't just them not trying hard. And you see that here with Caitlin Clark setting a sweet little dish there for Ogunbowale here. Just seeing how unselfish she is and the attention that she brings here and her speed there. She sets a hard screen there for the pick and pop 3 right there. And now coming back here, Taurasi tries to do the same thing to her. And like watch her fight through that screen. And you can just tell like she's giving it her all. And she should have been on this team. It's so maddening. Like last night, with my fantasy football team, my dudes, we're texting. We're all watching this game. We've never watched women's basketball before, and we're all watching. And now we won't watch again because Caitlin Clark's not in it, because Angel Reese is not in it. Here was one of the coolest points of last night, was seeing Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese teaming up, and just watch Caitlin Clark's ability to navigate the lane in this, that she could get her shot whenever she wants, and she looks like the mismatch here. You know, you would expect to see her struggling if she's left off this team, snubbed from this team, but she can navigate the lane here. She looks like she's a high schooler playing against a bunch of middle schoolers. So that little easy dish there in the lane, she could have even like laid this off the glass if she wanted to. But look at this. I mean, going to her left, and there, like, little dump off there, the vision there. The crazy part about this is, like, Team USA women's basketball, the reason supposedly for her being snubbed was that they all have this great chemistry and they've played together for years, right? Well, she's now in a hodgepodge mix of people who've never played together, and yet she has that kind of vision to be able to find Angel Reese, even though they've never played together. And again, she hears Angel Reese on the fact that they're going to be playing together a lot going forward.
Cool. I know when she gets the ball, I'm running to look for the ball because I know she's going to throw it. So she's been great to play with. I mean, the future, we're going to be playing with each other a lot. Hopefully in 4 years we can be Olympians together. So
we're going to be playing together a lot. Caitlin Clark is the type of player, she's like a Jokic, where you know you're going to get yours if you just work hard and hustle. And that's the kind of player you want to be the staple of an Olympic team, not the kind of player that you snub and leave off of that. Seeing, like, just the star factor of her. Here she is with Kobe Bryant's family, courtside, like, seeing their player introduction. Like, she just brings the excitement to a game that desperately needs it. And the more I see highlights of last night, the more I was watching last night, the angrier I am at this decision to leave her off of the team. You're just even seeing, this is Washington Post, you're seeing mainstream media now come along and be like, wait, the team that just, like, demolished this gold medal team, why are they the ones left off? And we're seeing here, the main impression by the All-Star game is that the electric performers were actually the rejects. And just seeing here, Team USA could not stop Caitlin Clark getting her 10 assists. We see Angel Reese get a double-double. You shouldn't be able to do that when you're, like, the snubbed, the rejected. And so this is just insane to me. And just seeing that, man, if Caitlin Clark was hitting her threes, she truly could have gone for 40 last night. This is exactly what I was hoping to see, was Caitlin Clark get the revenge, so that next time the U.S. Olympic team has to make a decision, they choose the best player, and they don't try to go with this weird patriot, the weird nepotism that we've had in the past. So let me know what you think about that, and we will catch you on our next Huddle Up.